If you've ever wondered why some people seem to thrive even in the darkest moments of life, this book holds the key. Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning is more than just a memoir. It's a powerful guide to understanding the true essence of human resilience. Whether you're going through tough times, seeking deeper meaning in life, or simply want to understand how to survive adversity, this book has the answers. Let's dive into the lessons that could not only change your perspective, but also change your life. In this summary, I'm going to break down the core themes of the book and explain why it's not just for people facing trauma, but for anyone looking to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. The power of meaning. Frankl's book is split into two parts. The first is his personal account of surviving the Nazi concentration camps. The second is his psychological theory, known as logotherapy, which is grounded in finding meaning in life, even in suffering. At the heart of man's search for meaning is the idea that no matter what's happening around us, we always have the power to choose how we respond. Frankl shows that finding meaning in our lives is crucial for surviving any hardship. It's not the pain itself that destroys us, but the belief that life is meaningless. Part 1. Surviving the Holocaust. Frankl takes us through his horrifying experiences in Auschwitz and other concentration camps, where the worst of humanity was on full display. His description of the camps is raw, honest, and unflinching, but amid this unimaginable cruelty, Frankl observes something profound. The key to survival wasn't just physical endurance, it was having a reason to live. He writes about how prisoners who found even a small purpose, whether it was thinking of loved ones, helping others, or simply holding on to a future vision, were far more likely to survive. The ones who gave up, who lost all hope and meaning, succumbed much quicker to death. Frankl witnessed this firsthand. As he endured forced labor, starvation, and abuse, his drive to survive came from the belief that one day he would be able to share his experiences and help others find meaning in their lives. This why kept him alive. The loss of identity and autonomy. One of the most shocking aspects of the concentration camps was the loss of identity. Prisoners were reduced to numbers, their names erased. Everything that made them individuals, family, belongings, personal dignity, was stripped away. This dehumanization is a critical point in Frankl's message. When we lose our sense of self, when life feels empty and pointless, that's when despair sets in. Yet Frankl shows that even in the worst circumstances, we can choose to find meaning. It's about reclaiming a sense of purpose, no matter how small it might seem. Suffering, the path to meaning. Frankl's philosophy is built around a powerful truth. Suffering is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to be pointless. We can choose how we respond to suffering, and that response can turn pain into something meaningful. For Frankl, it wasn't just about surviving the suffering, but about using it as a way to grow. He believed that when we find meaning in our suffering, it transforms us. It's a radical idea, but it's one that holds deep power. Even in life's darkest moments, if we can find a deeper purpose, we can endure almost anything. Part 2. Logotherapy. The search for meaning. This is where Frankl goes beyond his personal story and introduces his life's work. Logotherapy. Logotherapy, which means therapy through meaning, is based on the idea that the primary drive in human beings isn't pleasure or power, but the search for meaning. Frankl argues that when people can find meaning in life, they become more resilient and better equipped to face challenges. Logotherapy is based on three main principles. Meaning through work. This is about doing something significant, whether it's a professional achievement, contributing to society, or creating something valuable. Frankl suggests that work gives us purpose and a sense of accomplishment. Meaning through love. Frankl believed that love is one of the most profound ways to find meaning. It's not just romantic love, but also the deep connections we share with others. Love helps us transcend ourselves and gives life depth and purpose. Meaning through suffering. This one might be tough to swallow, but Frankl teaches that suffering isn't necessarily meaningless. In fact, suffering can lead to personal growth and transformation. By finding meaning in suffering, we transcend the pain and emerge stronger. The existential vacuum. In the modern world, many people struggle with what Frankl calls the existential vacuum. This is the sense of emptiness that comes from living without a deep sense of purpose. It's a common issue today, with many feeling disconnected from their values, overwhelmed by materialism, or adrift in a world that doesn't always seem to offer meaning. Frankl argues that this vacuum can lead to depression, anxiety, and even existential crises. The key to overcoming this is the search for meaning. When people feel like their lives have purpose, whether through love, work, or even suffering, they're better able to navigate life's challenges. The defiant power of meaning. Throughout the book, Frankl tells stories of fellow prisoners who found ways to make their suffering meaningful. One man, despite his agony, found comfort in knowing that his suffering would help others. Another took solace in the idea that by enduring pain, he was transcending it. Frankl's message is clear. The ability to find meaning in life is a uniquely human strength. Even in the worst circumstances, we can find a reason to keep going. And this ability to find meaning is what makes us resilient in the face of life's hardships. Why this book still matters. Even though man's search for meaning was written more than 75 years ago, its lessons are more relevant than ever. Today we face a world filled with distractions, consumerism, and a constant pressure to find happiness. But Frankl reminds us that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from within, from finding meaning in everything we do. Whether you're dealing with personal hardships, feeling unfulfilled in your career, or struggling to find purpose in a fast-paced world, Frankl's words can guide you toward a life that's rich in meaning. His message, that we can choose how to respond to life's challenges, is more powerful than ever. In Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl offers more than just a philosophical treatise. He offers a practical, life-changing guide to surviving and thriving in even the most difficult times. Through his experiences and the development of logotherapy, Frankl shows us that meaning is the key to resilience, happiness, and growth. If you'd like to explore these ideas in more depth, you can find the link to the book in the description box below. Trust me, this book will change your perspective and help you discover how to live a more purposeful life. Remember, no matter what you're facing, you can always find meaning in your life, if you choose to.